Good morning, students. Today we are going to do some more problems in homogenization. Yesterday I have explained what is homogenization and its importance, and we have solved many problems using that concept. Today also we do some more problems using the same concept of homogenization. So yesterday I have completed 8 examples in homogenization. Now example number 9. Write down the equation of the pair of straight lines joining the origin to the points of intersection of the line. (6x minus y plus 8 equal to 0) with the pair of straight lines 3x square plus 4xy minus 4y square minus 11x plus 2y plus 6 equal to 0. Show that the lines so obtained make equal angles with the coordinate axis. See, in the question he has given a pair of lines, this black equation, and a single line, this blue equation. Okay, the black equation represents a pair of lines, he said, and the blue equation represents a straight line, you know it. The pair of lines is intersected by this straight line. Okay, a pair of lines and a straight line are intersecting in 2 points, and the points of intersection are joined to the origin. Origin may be somewhere here. Suppose this is origin. These points of intersection A and B are joined to the origin. So we want the equation to the pair of lines OA and OB. And of course later we have to show that those lines make equal angles with the coordinate axis. Okay. So we take the single line 6x minus y minus 8 equal to 0. Okay. We have to prepare the line for homogenization. So what is the procedure? Right hand side there it must be 1. So what we do is we take 6x minus y to the other side. 6x minus y, if it goes to the other side, it becomes y minus 6x. So y minus 6x equal to 8. Okay. Then divide by 8 both sides. Y minus 6x by 8 is equal to 1. Now the line is ready for homogenization. So lines OA, OB are obtained by what? Homogenizing the equation of the curve. Here the curve is a pair of straight lines. Homogenizing the equation of the curve with the help of the equation of the line. So we take the equation of the curve, this one, black equation. In that second degree part, you know that we have to don't touch it. So we have no change there in the second degree part. And first degree expressions, that is minus 11x plus 2y, must be multiplied by 1. 1 means y minus 6x by 8 here. So I have multiplied it by y minus 6x by 8. Plus constant term is 6, is it not, in the equation? That constant term 6 must be multiplied by 1 square. What is 1 square? Y minus 6x whole square by 8 square means 64. Here numerator 6 and denominator 64, we can cancel out the common factor 2. So you will get 3 in the numerator, 32 in the denominator. Here 8 is there in the denominator. There 32 is there. So to remove them both, we have to multiply by 32. So the entire equation is multiplied by 32. 32 into, in the bracket you get these three second degree terms. Here, if you multiply this by 32, 32 by 8, so 4 you will get into this 2y minus 11x in one bracket, y minus 6x in the other bracket. And next, we are multiplying by 32. So here 3 by 32 is there. 3 by 32 into y minus 6x whole square. If you multiply by 32, so you will get 3 into y minus 6x whole square. Then it is simply expansion. Okay, 96x square plus 128xy minus 128y square plus 4 into this 2y minus 11x into y minus 6x. I have expanded. Next here 3 into y minus 6x whole square I have written in the bracket. Then further expanded with this 4, and here further expanded with this 3. And finally, if you simplify, the xy terms are getting cancelled out. See, 128xy minus 92xy minus 36xy. So xy terms get cancelled. You will get 468x square minus 117y square is equal to 0. So divide by 117, because 468 is nothing but 4 into 117. So you will get dividing by 117, you get 4x square minus y square is equal to 0. So that means these are the lines, okay, joining the origin to the points of intersection A and B, OA, OB lines. We have to show that these lines make equal angles with the coordinate axis. So y square is equal to, so what are the factors? 2x plus y into 2x minus y. So one line is 2x minus y equal to 0, that means y is equal to 2x. Another line is 2x plus y equal to 0, that means y is equal to minus 2x. So these lines are equally inclined with the x-axis, is it not? So if x-axis is like this, then y is equal to 2x. Suppose this is the origin. Y is equal to 2x will be like this. Slope 2. So y is equal to x will make an angle. What? Tan inverse 2, because tan theta is 2. It makes an angle tan inverse 2 with the x-axis, and it will be above x-axis. Y is equal to other line minus 2x will be below this line, below x-axis, making the same angle theta, because slope is just minus 2. For the above line it is slope 2, below line it is minus 2, means one makes an angle theta with the x-axis above the x-axis, the other makes the same angle theta below the x-axis. That means these lines, y is equal to 2x and y is equal to minus 2x, they make equal angles with the x-axis, is it not? They make equal angles with the x-axis, and hence those lines will make equal angles with the y-axis also. That angle is of course 90 minus theta. So of course y-axis will be here. If the line makes an angle theta with x-axis, then the same line makes what angle with y-axis? 90 minus theta. So the two lines, if you produce this line and also this line, so here and here the angle will be 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta. Because these lines make equal angles with x-axis, they make equal angles also with the y-axis. If the equal angle with x-axis is theta, the equal angle with the y-axis will be 90 minus theta. So that also we have proved. So which make equal angles with x-axis and hence with the y-axis also. So we have completed this question. Let us see the example number 10. From the point, this is very important. I'll write very important. From the point A, C comma 0 on the x-axis, perpendiculars AL, AM are drawn to the lines represented by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Find the equation of the line LM and show that its slope is independent of the choice of the point A on the x-axis. So first please look at the diagram. In the diagram I have drawn a circle. Just forget about that circle. Don't see the circle, because circle is not there originally. Later we have drawn it. So see the origin here. Through origin I have drawn x-axis. In the question is said from the point A C comma 0 on the x-axis. So I have marked A C comma 0 on the x-axis here. Okay. A C comma 0 on the x-axis I have marked. Y-axis is not necessary. Okay. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is a pair of lines passing through origin. They are represented by the green lines in the diagram. This 1 and 1. These two lines, green lines, will represent what? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Forget about the circle. Now on the x-axis a point A C comma 0 is there. From that point a perpendicular AL is drawn to this line. See, AL you can see here 90 degrees. It is perpendicular to the green line. So L is the foot of the perpendicular. Perpendicular AL is drawn. Similarly to the other green line, this line, perpendicular AM is drawn. See, this angle is 90 degrees. Perpendicular AM, M is the foot of the perpendicular on the line. Okay. Now circle is not there. Now we are joining L and M by means of a pink line. We have to find the equation of this pink line. Okay. LM equation. If you proceed in the direct way, then it will be very difficult. What is the direct way? First you have to resolve the pair of lines ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0 into two individual lines. Sometimes you may get rational factors, sometimes you may not get rational factors. You may get irrational lines with irrational coefficients. Okay, find the individual lines. After finding the individual lines, what you have to do? A C comma 0 is given. So from that point to the individual lines, you have to find the foot of the perpendicular. So you have some methods in straight lines to find the foot of the perpendicular. Find the foot of the perpendicular to the first line. Find the foot of the perpendicular to the second line. So L, M are obtained. Then using the 2-point formula, you find the equation of the line LM. This is very lengthy procedure, and moreover, if the factors, individual lines have irrational coefficients, then it will be still more difficult. So instead of this direct method, we are using an indirect method using the concept of homogenization. So what I do is, I draw a circle with OA as diameter now. Okay. Pair of lines represented by 1 is there. From point A on the x-axis we have dropped perpendiculars AL, AM, so that figure is there already. Now we are drawing a circle with OA as diameter. See, that circle should pass through the points L and M, is it not? Because you know that angle in a semicircle is 90 degrees. Because angle OLA, see the diagram, angle OLA is 90 degrees, angle OMA is also 90 degrees. Because we have drawn perpendiculars from A to the lines. Because these two angles are 90 degrees, the circle with OA as diameter must pass through L and M. So that the angle L here and the angle M here become what? Angle semicircle, and hence they must be 90 degrees. So the circle must pass through these 2 points. Now you can easily find the equation of that circle, because OA is diameter, means for O and A the midpoint will be center. Okay, O is 0, 0. A is C comma 0. So midpoint will be C by 2 comma 0. That is the center of the circle. What is the radius? From O to center. Is it not? That is the radius. It is C by 2. So center of the circle C by 2 comma 0. Radius is C by 2. What is the equation of the circle with the center A comma B and radius R? X minus A whole square plus Y minus B whole square is equal to R square. So x minus C by 2 whole square plus Y minus 0 whole square is equal to R square, means C by 2 whole square. C by 2 whole square, both sides will get cancelled. You will get the equation x square plus y square minus cx only you will get. Okay, by 2 gets cancelled. Minus cx is equal to 0. That is the equation of the circle. So it is denoted by the symbol 2, and I have marked 2 here, you can see in the diagram. Okay, and this pair of lines is 1, I have marked in the diagram. Okay, so I got the equation of the circle. Now what we have to find is the equation of the line LM, is it not? Let us assume that the equation of the line LM is Lx plus My is equal to 1, this line. Let us assume that the equation of the line LM is Lx plus My is equal to 1. Okay, we have to just find the values of L and M. How to find? So now you see, this is circle and this is a line. Okay, the equation 2 represents what? A circle, and Lx plus My is equal to 1 is the line LM. Where are they intersecting? Here the curve is the circle, the line is Lx plus My is equal to 1. Where they are intersecting? They are intersecting in the 2 points L and M. So the points of intersection are joined to the origin. You get pair of lines what? OL, OM. So if a curve is intersected by a straight line and the points of intersection are joined to the origin, you know how to find the equation to the pair of lines OL, OM. So pair of lines OL, OM is obtained by homogenizing the equation of the circle with the help of the equation of the line. So let us go to the next page. Lines OL, OM, how do you get them? Homogenizing the equation of the circle. What is the equation of the circle? X square plus y square minus cx is equal to 0. In that second degree terms you should not touch. Minus cx is equal to 0. So minus cx is what? First degree term. That first degree term should be multiplied by 1. What is 1 here from the line? Lx plus My. So first degree terms minus cx is multiplied by 1, that is Lx plus My is equal to 0. That's all. That is the pair of lines OL, OM. So if you expand and simplify, x square coefficient here 1 and here minus CL. 1 minus CL into x square. Next here this into this minus CM xy plus y square is equal to 0. This must be the pair of lines equation OL, OM according to the concept of homogenization. But pair of lines OL, OM equation is already given in the problem as ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. That means what? These two equations represent the same pair of lines. If two equations represent the same pair of lines, then the coefficients must be proportional. That means x square coefficient 1 minus CL by A, ratio of the x square coefficient, should be equal to ratio of the xy coefficient minus CM by 2h. Okay, should be equal to ratio of the y square coefficients 1 by y. So from this we have to find the values of L and M. So first and last I equate 1 minus CL by A is equal to 1 minus B. So from that I will get 1 minus CL is equal to A by B here, and from that CL is equal to what? 1 minus A by B. 1 minus A by B means B minus A by B. So CL is equal to B minus A by B means what is L? L is B minus A by BC. Okay. Next, second and third you equate. This and this. Second and third. From that directly you will get the value of M. M is equal to minus 2H by BC. So these values you will put in the equation of the line Lx plus My is equal to 1. In place of L, B minus A by BC into X. Okay. In place of M, this value minus 2H by BC into Y is equal to 1. So B minus multiply by BC and bring that BC to the left side. B minus A into X minus 2HY minus BC is equal to 0. So the entire equation you multiply by minus 1. So you will get B minus A will become A minus B into X, minus 2HY becomes plus 2HY, minus BC becomes plus BC is equal to 0. So I recommend the students to remember this formula. See, what is this formula? A pair of lines is given. Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. From a point A, C comma 0 on the x-axis, AL, AM are perpendiculars drawn to the pair of lines. Then the equation of the line LM is given by this formula. A minus B into X plus 2HY plus BC is equal to 0. What is this? Okay, we have found the equation. Then we have to show that. Please read the question. Go back. Please go back. So, equation of the line LM we have obtained. Then what? Show that its slope is independent of the choice of the point A on the x-axis. So, let us go forward. What is the slope of this line? Tell me. Slope of this line minus of the x coefficient by y coefficient. So, B minus A by 2H. What is the point A? C comma 0. Is C present here in the slope? No. B minus A by 2H, all these values B, A and 2H are obtained from the pair of lines equation only. The point A, C comma 0 is not appearing here in the slope. That means the slope B minus A by 2H is independent of the point A, C comma 0. That means you take any point C comma 0 or D comma 0 or E comma 0, whatever point you take on the x-axis, the slope of this line is not going to depend upon the choice of the point A on the x-axis. Okay, it is independent of the point A and it is entirely decided by the pair of lines only, because A, B, H are from the equation of the pair of lines only. That means if you go back and see the diagram, okay, let us go back. So I have taken a point C comma 0 here on the x-axis, is it not? So instead, suppose you take some point D comma 0 on the x-axis. Change the point. Instead of taking C comma 0, you take A, D comma 0 somewhere. From there you drop the perpendiculars to the green lines. So one perpendicular to this line, put out the perpendicular is L. Another perpendicular to the other green line, put out the perpendicular is M, and you join the points L and M. What do you get? You are going to get a parallel line only. Slope is not dependent upon the point, means slope is same for this pink line and this new red line. After changing the point to D comma 0, new line LM, they have the same slope. Slope is not being affected by changing the point, means this new line will be just parallel to this pink line only. So like this, if you change this point A on the x-axis, you get a series of parallel lines only. Parallel lines you will get whose slope is same. Okay. So that is the point here. So this is very, very important. Please remember this as a formula. Which one? This line, equation of the line a minus b into x plus 2hy plus bc is equal to 0. You please remember it as a formula. Okay, let us see the example number 11. If x by a plus y by b is equal to 1, intersects the curve. He has given some second degree equation, general equation, at P and Q, and angle POQ is equal to pi by 2. O means here origin. POQ is equal to pi by 2. Then the relation between A and B is. Okay. Here also same. A curve is given, a line is given, the points of intersection P and Q are joined to the origin O. So OP OQ pair of lines you will get. Angle POQ is 90 degrees SS. Then we have to find the relation between A and B. So lines OP and OQ, how do you get it? How do you get the equation for OP OQ? Homogenizing the equation of the curve. Homogenization means you take the equation of the curve. In the equation of the curve, second degree part no change. First degree part is what? These two terms. So 5 into 5 common in the bracket bx plus ay. It must be multiplied by 1. Line is already prepared. Right hand side 1 only. So multiply by 1 means multiply by x by a plus y by b. Next constant term is what? Minus 9ab. Minus 9ab must be multiplied by 1 square. That means x by a plus y by b whole square. Okay. Don't expand it. Angle POQ pi by 2 means what? Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square in this equation should be 0. So coefficient of x square 5, coefficient of y square 5. So 5 plus 5. Next here in this product, what is the coefficient of x square? 5b by a. Okay. What is the coefficient of y square in this product? 5a by b. Okay. Next here minus 9ab into, in the bracket what is the coefficient of x square? 1 by a square. In the bracket what is the coefficient of y square? 1 by b square. So minus 9ab into 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So 5 plus 5, 10. Here in these two terms 5 common, in the bracket you get a by b plus b by a, which is nothing but a square plus b square by ab. Here in the bracket you get a square plus b square by a square b square, but denominator a square b square 1ab gets cancelled. With this you will get only ab in the denominator. So minus 9 into a square plus b square by ab is equal to 0. Multiply by ab. 10ab plus 5 into a square plus b square minus 9 into a square plus b square is equal to 0. So you will get what? Multiply by 5 minus 9, that is minus 4 into a square plus b square. So I have multiplied by minus 1. So plus 4 into a square plus b square, you will get minus 10ab because I have multiplied by minus 1. Divide by 2. 2a square minus 5ab plus 2b square is equal to 0. You will get the factors for this. A minus 2b into 2a minus b. These are the factors. Is equal to 0 means a must be equal to 2b or b must be equal to 2a. Okay. A must be equal to 2b, b must be equal to 2a means the option B is correct. Okay, let us see the next example number 12. So I have already written, it is very important. Why it is important I will explain. If the pair of lines which join the origin to the points of intersection of this curve and this is another curve. So generally in homogenization, one curve is intersected by one straight line. But here both are curves only. Suppose one is a parabola, other one is another parabola. Both are curves. So the points of intersection are joined to the origin. Origin is somewhere here. The points of intersection A and B are joined to the origin. So what is the difference between this problem and all other problems we have done in homogenization is, in all other problems a curve and a straight line intersect in 2 points and the 2 points are joined to the origin. Okay, but here both are curves. First equation is a curve, second equation is also a curve. They are intersecting in 2 points and the 2 points are joined to the origin. We have to what? Let us read the question again. If the pair of lines which join the origin to the points of intersection of the two curves are at right angles, after joining A and B to origin, so the lines OA, OB are at right angles, means angle AOB is 90 degrees. Then what is the condition? What is the relation between the coefficients in the two equations? Okay. Here, when one curve is given, one straight line is given, with the help of the equation of the straight line, we homogenize the equation of the curve. Is it not? But here, because both are curves, with the help of the equation of one curve, we have to homogenize the equation of the other curve. So homogenization is a process. Somehow you must get all the terms, second degree terms only, first degree terms must be eliminated. So here in the first equation, first degree term 2gx. In the second equation, first degree term is 2g1x. How to eliminate them? So this is the idea. See, in the solution, first equation is written like this. ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to minus 2gx. Okay, I have taken the first degree term to the right side. In the second equation also I have done the same thing. I have taken 2g1x to the right side. Now divide 1 by 2. 1 by 2 implies left hand side okay, right hand side what happens? Minus 2x gets cancelled, you simply get g by g1. Now cross multiply and take all the terms to the left side. So g1 into this blue bracket is equal to right side you will get g into the black bracket, but it is taken to the left side, so you will get it like this. Is it not a second degree homogeneous equation now? Now first degree terms are not there. So this process is called homogenization. So we have homogenized the equations of the two curves with the help of the other curve. Okay. With the help of each other, we have homogenized the equation of the curves. So these are the lines, but these lines are given to be at right angles in the question. These lines are at right angles. So what is the condition? Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square should be 0. What is the coefficient of x square here? g1a, that is coefficient of x square. Next g1b, coefficient of y square. So g1 into a plus b. So in the second bracket, what is the coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square? Minus g into, in the bracket you will get a1 plus b1. So minus g into a1 plus b1 is equal to 0. So take this term to the right side, then you write it as g by g1 is equal to a plus b by a1 plus b1. Where is this option you see? So it is the option B. G by g1 is equal to a plus b by a1 plus b1. So option B is correct. Okay, let us see the next example. If the lines joining the origin to the points of intersection of the circle x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to c square, and the line x by h plus y by k is equal to 2 are at right angles, then h square plus k square is equal to, actually a circle is given and a line is given. Origin is joined to the points of intersection, so we have to homogenize the equation of the circle with the help of the equation of the line. And because the angles are at right angles, he said in the question are at right angles, we have to equate the coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square to 0. But you can eliminate that process here. What is the center of the circle? X minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to, c square. Center is h comma k. Okay. What is the radius of the circle? Of course c. that is not important. Now what is the equation of the line given in the problem? X by h plus y by k is equal to 2. See, this is the line given in the problem. This is the center of the circle. What do you notice? The center, if you substitute in the line, it is just satisfying the equation. Is it not? H by h plus k by k is equal to 2. It is satisfying. That means the line is passing through the center. The line is passing through the center means the line is a diameter. So that is why I have drawn a diameter to the circle. Center is h comma k. The line x by h plus y by k is equal to 2 is just passing through the center of the circle means it is a diameter. The circle and the line are intersecting at the 2 points A and B. Means A and B are nothing but endpoints of a diameter. These endpoints of diameter are joined to the origin and the angle is 90 degrees. Therefore, origin must be on the circle. Because AB is a diameter, if origin is on the circle, then angle AOB will be angle in a semicircle and hence it will be 90 degrees. If origin is not on the circle, if it is outside the circle, then angle AOB will be less than 90 degrees, and if it is inside the circle, then angle AOB will be more than 90 degrees. Okay. So angle AOB says that it is 90 degrees means origin must lie on the circle. That means origin must satisfy the equation of the circle. So substitute origin in the equation of the circle. So 0 minus h whole square plus 0 minus k whole square is equal to c square. That means h square plus k square is equal to c square. So h square plus k square is equal to what he is asking. So answer is c square. So option A is correct. Option A is correct. So here we have completely avoided the process of homogenization. Okay. So let us do one more problem. Example 14. The line 4y minus 3x plus 48 equal to 0 cuts the curve. This is a parabola. Y square is equal to 64x in A and B. If AB subtends an angle theta at the origin, then tan theta is equal to. So here the curve is y square is equal to 64x, line is. So first let us prepare the line for homogenization. 4y minus 3x plus 38 equal to 0. 4y and 3x are taken to the other side. You get 3x minus 4y is equal to 48. Divide by 48. So 3x minus 4y by 48 is equal to 1 and the line is ready for homogenization. Okay. Now the lines OA OB joining the origin to the points of intersection are given by. So what is the equation of the curve? Y square minus 64x is equal to 0. That is the actual curve. Okay. So in that second degree part no change. But first degree part minus 64x must be multiplied by 1. 1 means what? 3x minus 4y by 48. So here 16 fours and 16 threes. So that is what I have written in the next step. Then multiply by 3. So and expand. You get the pair of lines. 12x square minus 16xy minus 3y square is equal to 0. Compare it with the standard equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. You will get a is equal to 12. 2h is equal to minus 16 means h equal to minus 8 and b is equal to minus 3. So these are the lines OA OB. For tan theta, what is the formula? 2 into root of h square minus ab by mod a plus b. So 2 into, put the values, h square 64 minus ab means plus 36 divided by a plus b is 12 minus 3, that is 9. So 2 into root 100, 10. So 2 into 10, 20 by 9. So tan theta is 20 by 9. So option A is correct. Okay, option A is correct. So I think no problem is there on the next page. Okay, we have completed every problem written. So we'll do some more problems in the next class. We'll meet tomorrow in the live class.